up, Admiral Nation, and welcome to another episode of In the Game. My name is Terrence Hills.
And I'm Mason Golden.
And tonight, your Admirals take on the Petal Panthers. But before we get to the game, let's have a recap of what's been going on in GHS Sports. Mason?
Your JV boys traveled to Ocean Springs on Tuesday, and it was a great game for both parties. Your JV boys came out with a 2-0 victory over your Ocean Springs Greyhound. Varsity, on the other hand, had a game last night against St. Pat's, and although we don't have the scores of that game yet, Coach Chambliss will get them to you tonight. Terrence, back to you.
Well, now we're taking it to the basketball court. The girls and the boys competed against West Harrison last night. And while we don't have the scores for those games yet, Coach Chambliss will present you those scores later in the game. Now we're taking it to the football gridiron. For the moment we've all been waiting for. Tonight's action, we have the Admirals versus the Petal Panthers. And I don't know about you, Mason, but I'm ready to see some action.
I'm excited too, Terrence. You know, your Admirals have not made a second round of the playoffs in the last 3 years, and this is their year to show out for all the seniors who are graduating this year, so it should be a pretty good game to watch.
I sure hope so. But before we get into what is going on tonight, let's talk about what happened during the HC game. And I know it was senior night, a lot of emotions were high, but how do we perform on the field knowing those emotions?
Well, you know, your goal for defense gave up a total of 244 yards, 9 first downs, and only 2 turnovers. They were 2 for 13 on third downs, 0 for 2 on fourth downs. You know, Harrison Central had red zone possession 2 times. They did well in the passing game with only 3 completions of 20 attempts for 38 yards. Their run game was their main priority in the Harrison Central offense with 30 carries, 206 yards, and 1 touchdown. Their long was 89 yards, and the yards per carry was 6.9.
Well, sounds like we had an excellent job of shutting them down for the most part. But now we're taking it to the offense. The offense put up 426 yards. 161 of which being passing and 265 being rushing yards. We had 16 first downs, only 2 turnovers. What an excellent job by the Admirals there. 16 passes, 42 runs, and we had third downs, 3 conversions that we made out of 10 attempts. But overall, the Admirals had a really good game.
Great game.
But to give us more insight of what's actually going on in the field, we have a little special treat for y'all. We got coaches in here, y'all, that's going to give us what's going on from the HC game to what we can expect from the Petal game. Coaches, let's go. All right, welcome back to In the Game. Now we have Coach Mooneyham sitting with us, and on defense, we have Coach Green. Both of these guys are our coordinators in their respective places. But Coach Mooneyham, last week against HC, what happened as far as offense?
Yeah, I mean, we really wanted to establish a run, which we felt like that was going to be important. We thought it would be tough with just the size they have, and they have some really good athletes on defense as well. But I thought our offensive line played great. We had great push all night. Our backs ran well. Cooper had a big game. DeCorian did a great job, obviously in the run and as a receiver. And then another thing that was kind of new for us last week was Dane really kind of having a really good game in the run game as well. And so I think he was close to 70 yards rushing. And so being able to do that, we always want to run the football first if we can, and being able to establish that and create explosives that way, we were really happy, and I think that's what really got us off the ground and rolling.
Mason?
Coach Green, you held HC to a total of 244 yards. What should we expect in the defensive game plan when you all play Petal?
Well, we're going from one end of the spectrum to the other as far as offense is concerned. When you look at Harrison Central, they're kind of all over the place as far as personnel and all that. Heavily a spread team. Then when you go to Petal, they're heavy 11 personnel, 12 personnel. When we talk personnel, for those that do not know, okay, the first number is how many backs are in the game. The second number is how many tight ends are in the game, okay? So if you're looking at that, 11 personnel, 1 back, 1 tight end, 12 personnel, 1 back, 2 tight ends. So going off of that, they're a heavy gap scheme-oriented offense, okay? So they're going to run power. They're going to run counter, okay? And then off that, they're going to run a little bit of some zone stuff, all right, like outside zone, okay, and just a little bit of inside zone sprinkled in. They're about an 80% run team, okay, and so they're going to try to establish the run game early. And as far as the passing game is concerned, what they're going to try to do is heavily quick game, okay, and then sprinkle in screens here and there. They're not really a downfield throwing football team. They're working on high percentage passes, just trying to work the field on you. And if they can put together an 8, 9, 10 play drive and score, then they've had success.
Coach Monahan, what can we expect from offense when it comes to this Petal game?
Well, first off, we got to take care of the football. They got a really good defense, and turnovers have been something that's kind of been a nagging issue for us, and we can't give them any extra possessions as far as that goes. And their defense is good. They've been good all year. They haven't given up many points. They have a really good defensive line. And then they just have, again, they have guys with good ball skills on the back end that they just kind of stay on top of everything. And so they make you earn every yard you got. And so, like I talked about, we always want to try to find a way to establish a run. So we've got to be able to do that. We got to take care of the football, like I said. And then we got to find ways to get explosive still, whether that's through the air on some shots or trying to crease them and hit some big plays. And I think, as good as our defense has been and giving us short fields, I think that's something that we have to take advantage of when we have it. And so it's not going to be an easy game at all for us, especially on the offensive side. But I think if we can just simply execute and do it play after play, take care of the football, play sound football, and create the explosives when they're there, then I think we can find some success.
Well, we thank you, coaches, for coming in and doing this interview with us, and we wish you all the best of luck on this game. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode of In the Game. Peace.
Welcome, Admiral Nation, to round one of the 7A South State playoffs this year, as the Gulfport Admirals take on the Petal Panthers here at home for the Admirals at Joseph Milner Stadium and Lindy Callahan Field. It is a rowdy crowd on a beautiful, nice, cool night. Friday night lights in South Mississippi. I'm Darren Rayburn along with Coach Jake Chambliss. Coach, great atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely a bit of extra excitement around the place tonight. It's been that way. You get to kind of feel it around the school today. We had a special deal where the first 150 students got to come in. They're free. They had food provided for them earlier, so we had an early turnout of kids tonight. They all got to be part of the team entering the field earlier here just a second ago. So a lot of excitement around the field tonight.
Coach Matt Walters got the tailgate opened up, got the crowd moving in. Admiral Band taking their place back in the stands. Now right along the side, the student section, which we're all kind of piled into this east side, kind of took them out of the end zone. There's a few people in the end zone. But you can expect the crowds to get bigger. Petal not too far away. Just maybe an hour drive, get them in play here. They did win the toss. They chose to defer to the second half, and they'll take the ball there. The Admirals will take it and try to see if they can get their offense going. It should be a very good matchup this week. This Petal Panther team is a tough team. They have 4 losses on the year, but all of those have been to pretty outstanding programs, as you see in the playoffs right now. Hattiesburg, Picayune, Brandon, Oak Grove. Lost a close one to Oak Grove last week, 24-21. The Admirals, on the other hand, bounced back from the loss at Ocean Springs and put a hammer in on Harrison Central, 49-21. And so should be interesting. Should be a great game, great night for football. We're about to get underway here at home of the Admirals as they try to win their first game in the playoffs. And we're underway. Nice little pooch kick to about the 20. Going to be picked up there by Crosby. He's hit by 3 or 4. Going to get around the 30-yard line. Crosby's had a great year. Crossed the 1,000-yard mark last week. He had 1,007 now, 7.5 yards per carry, 15 touchdowns. He's also had 252 yards receiving and a touchdown through the air. He had 113 last week and 2 touchdowns, so it's his 8th 100-yard game. So expect him to get a little work as Dane Sullivan brings his crew on to the field. Christian Burks, Trayvon Deans have also been major contributors, as we got 2 receivers on the far side and Cooper in the backfield, and he'll get it first. Right tackle, maybe one, not much. You talked about this defensive front early, Coach, and just how aggressive they were, and particularly Jalen Dawson, Jai Moore, and it won't be hard for you to find them. Look, they're huge guys.
Yeah.
They are on that defensive front. Doss is number 0. He's on the left tackle right now on the far side from us in the down. He's in a 3-point stance now. He's going to wreak havoc on the right tackle. Sullivan trying to get away from the pressure. And this is what we were afraid of, is they're going to bring that pressure hard, and how are we going to handle it? But off of that pressure, Coach, you were talking about just some of their abilities to be able to create turnovers.
Right, and the biggest key, I think, for us to score points, move the ball, is being able to handle that pass rush. The first play we ran, we saw kind of a stretch it out, get it away from the defensive linemen, make their outside guys, try to make a play. Right there, we saw the dangers of the passing game tonight. They're really good at the pass rush.
3rd and 17, pressure again. Sullivan's got to find a way.
Yeah.
He's going to be crunched right there at about the 24, so he might pick up one back. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Admirals going to have to punt it away, and so clearly domination early by that defensive front that you mentioned.
Right, and that's the thing. We're going to have to figure out a way tonight to minimize that pass rush. They are super aggressive. They'll send 6 or 7 anytime they think that's a passing down. We're going to have to find out some way, quick passes, outside runs, roll out, something we're going to have to do to minimize that, because our guys, they're just going to send too many people for us to just sit back and try to block them all night.
High snap. Jesus brings it down, tried to get in. Good kick away, kind of hard. Returned at the 39.
That guy's playing without his helmet, though.
Corey Jackson trying to take it to the house, and he's going to be brought down around the 6-yard line. And we've got some injured players on the backside here for the Admirals. That was number 44, Darius Payton.
Yeah, he's
down.
always he's that guy we always talk about this year. First guy down the field on special teams. Kind of had a bad angle. Jackson that returned that ball for Oak Grove. Yeah, he's a multifaceted
wide
weapon
receiver,
there. Yeah,
kind of leads the team.
I think he's their number 2 receiver. He's also has 4 interceptions. He leads the team with that. He's a very good punt returner, as we just saw.
Yeah, a lot of speed there. And as we get these players off, I think just a heavy collision there.
Yeah.
On that backside.
It was interesting. Petal had a guy that was running downfield blocking without his helmet. I could be wrong.
You kind of wondered how that wasn't a penalty?
Well, I'm not overly well versed on my high school my NFHS football rules, but it does seem, I thought there was something about you're supposed to take yourself out when you lose your lid. But
most of the rules in those cases
could be wrong, but
do tend to lean towards safety.
Yes.
But nonetheless, the ball is going to be inside the Admiral 5, and so the defensive front now is going to have – they're going to move it outside now. I thought it was around the 6. Yeah, so he's going to put it just outside the 5. Nonetheless, tight fielding for the Admiral defense.
That's the first time we've really given up significant yardage on a punt return that I can remember this year.
It is. We have won the special teams.
Trying to rack my brain, but
yeah, we've been the special team shutdown.
Very good on special teams.
A bit. Now the defense is going to have to step up. Look, we've been allowing about 260 yards per game, 17 points per game, and just an opportunity for the Admirals to have to step up here. You got to look at Andre Peters and Javon Anderson, and again Trayvon Deans. He kind of goes this both way as they.
Well, one thing is this is not a situation we've not been in before. We've had a few goal line stands this year, and my expectation from having seen some of Petal's stuff, I expect them to try to power run right here.
So they run a 2-quarterback system. They're going to run in number 12 and number 14. They take it about 50-50. So right now, Eli Causey is in, and now they're going to move it back. Probably a penalty associated with the helmet going off, or maybe where the helmet went off. And nonetheless, that gives us a little bit of breathing room just outside the red zone at around the 21-yard line of the Admirals. First possession for the Panthers. Eli's going to hand it off. Trying to get the right side, not going to do it. Admiral defense going to be strong
Good
right
pursuit
there.
right there.
Nice play there.
Yeah, that's they're a run-first team. I mean, they do have one very good receiver, Malcolm Forner at number 4. but they are a run-heavy team. They have several running backs that have 300, 400 yards apiece. That's their identity, is built around running the ball.
So Fournay down on the near side. Eli going to come this way.
Good tackle.
Nice tackle in open field there. Is going to bring
Really
up
good job
third
there
down.
by Trent Pettis.
So it'll be 3rd and about 7, the long 7.
And that's the thing, their pass game is going to be like that. It's not, other than Fournette, occasionally they'll try a deep ball here or there to him, but they are built around short passes, let their athletes try to make plays in space.
That was J.B. Bridges on the reception for the Panthers. They try to get men on and off here. Christian Hughes coming off. And now the clock's winding at 8:51 in the first quarter. No score. He's going to find him out in the flats now. No one went with him, but you got to stop him from getting the first down. Really close to that. It's going to be 4th down and about 2.
Well, it was a good tackle, but I think we're going to be a little concerned. Our defensive coach staff is going to be concerned nobody went out and picked him up.
He was running free. You saw that right away. So now they're going to do a little switch right here. Eli Causey, the quarterback, is out. Brought in a heavy package for sure.
Yeah.
They got some big guys. Look, Corey Wells, number 74, is a big guy.
Yeah, this is Aisley
this
Brown,
front
the running
right
back,
here.
looks lined up to take the snap. Yep.
He'll take it. Admiral breaks through, but it looks like he's
Had
going
a
to be
shot.
really
It's gonna
close
be-
to the first down. The Admirals say they stopped him.
They seem very excited about this, so they think they got it.
Hold on.
Wait and see this.
Yep. They are. Admiral defense.
Wow.
What a great stand. What a great momentum boost right there for the Admirals. Big stand after a punt return inside and near the red zone. The Admiral defense does a great job right there. So,
huge right
now let's
there.
breathe. Let's get something going.
Yeah, exactly. The big thing now, hey, let's relax. We've been hit around a little bit. We had something went wrong.
Time to play. Here we go.
Let's get into the flow of this game.
Corian Payton is in with Crosby as well.
Yeah. And this may be something we're going to have to do is keep guys in. We're going to have fewer guys running routes. That's going to limit our options in the pass game, but we're going to have to do
There's
some
a
extra
whistle
protection.
right there.
Delay a game right away.
Sounds like coach is having a discussion with them on the sideline. So they are going to move them back. That's, I don't know. I kind of felt like I would have spent a timeout right there just to stop that, but I'm not sure if we weren't ready for that. Nonetheless.
Frustrating getting one of
yes,
those coming
first
out
and
of a possession
15.
change.
Yes. First and 15. I'm not sure what the communication issue is, but, we did run through that after when we tried to change things up a little bit, but went back to normal.
The last few weeks we have had we've been a
Timing.
little slower in that, yes.
Timing. Crosby hits it hard. Going to get back to the original sticks. So he picks up 5, but he doesn't feel great about it. 2nd and 10.
Well, I'll tell you this. A 5-yard run against this front is a good run. If we can pick up 5 on a carry at any given point, that's a pretty successful run play, I think. Because, again, their defensive line is very good. They have 2 linebackers behind them that I think are above-average players. We can pick up a 5-yard run. That's a good play for us tonight.
Peyton. Nice hole up the upside there for pickup. Yeah, I think that Crosby, every time he touches it, he likes to take it to the house. He doesn't like it 5. He likes 55 and 45. He is a pounder, and he started out the season really breaking them and still does, but ended up kind of being a bruiser at the end and has shown how strong he is.
Well, I think it just kind of fits what we needed from him. Yeah. I think it's more of a not so much him not having breakaway ability, but he just fits. It kind of fits the role that we needed him to play on.
Well,
the
when
team.
you have Decorion as his counter, that's what gives you some flexibility there. Dean's in motion, moving to the far side. Nobody down on the near side here. Got to go.
Got it.
Sullivan in the flats, balls on the ground. I think that was still thrown forward.
Yeah, the umpire says incomplete.
Yeah, but really not sure about that. I mean,
Well,
they saw something up on that side, feeling like they're mismatched. But I know that we run lots of little plays, it seems like, in the beginning, in the first half, and make some adjustments
sets up
in the second.
things later,
Yeah.
sets up the inside run late.
Yep.
Yes, I mean,
Yep.
you remember like the Dowerville game a few weeks ago, perfectly set their defense up for the second half, and we started gashing them with the inside
There's
run
a flag right there. Is that going to be on the Admirals?
late. Man.
It went high.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Okay. So, I'm not sure what that's. Well, kind of wonder if that might have been on Dane. He seemed to be a little frustrated, and Coach Pinnick turned around and looked at him, gave him a look afterwards. So it might have been something related to that right there.
Jesus to kick it away. They're going to give pressure. Big guys trying to get through. Jesus gets it off.
That's a good kick.
It's going to hit the ground. That's going to be an Admiral bounce. We're going to be returned.
Ooh.
Bobbled. He's still quick. You got to get him out of bounds.
No.
And he gets out of bounds
yeah.
just inside.
Eric Brumfield
They're
had
on
a shot at a
49.
tackle that made a really nice play, but that's a tough one-on-one tackle to make
He's
on
quick.
Corey Jackson. He is a phenomenal
He's
athlete.
really, really good.
He is an absolutely phenomenal athlete.
Corey Jackson, 279 yards receiving prior to this game, 4 touchdowns, and as you indicated, a team-high 4 interceptions on the defensive side.
Yeah.
So just kind of our Trayvon Deans.
Really good player on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Causey back in at quarterback. 2 receivers down
Kinda
here on the
interesting
near side.
Interesting to see them go back to him again. But there's a
We
hand
talked
off
about the
ground.
freshman Aisley Brown.
Yep. He's pretty darn good.
With the ball there, picks up the first down.
He has got
He
some
is a-
serious speed on him.
Just the freshman. As Coach Marcus Bowles in his 10th season at Petal, but as you might have heard, it has not been consecutive. This is actually his first year back. He was at Meridian for a little bit. One of the winningest coaches around, 307 wins, 82 losses. So he's played a couple on Friday night.
Yeah, well-known name in Mississippi high school football.
4 state championships.
5 of them, I think.
4 or 5.
He
you're
won
right.
3 at Wayne County and 2 at Taylorsville.
There you go.
Very good stop on the run there. I think that was L.J. Robertson got that tackle.
So in the mid-'90s, and then again the early 2000s, he had some dominant football teams. That's Coach Marcus Boyles of the Petal Panthers.
He's had good teams at Petal. They just hadn't quite been able to get over the hump on it, and really take that next step to championship level.
Quick pitch out. Going to get it maybe about 4. 3rd and 4. That's what it's going to be. That Aisley Brown's a good-looking running back.
Very much so. Yeah, and like I guess we were talking about this pregame. A lot of these runs, again, to the left side. That's the strength of their offensive line. That left tackle is a monster over there, Will Hampton. They love going behind him.
Aisley
Like they
again
did right
to
there.
getting held up there by the big guys up front. Nice job up front. Yeah, well done right there. Lawrence Robinson getting in on the move. Malachi Bullard, Christian Hughes, Javon Anderson all have had a great defensive season for the Admirals. Going to need them to step up now. Andre Peters leads the team with 74 tackles. Got to have some good play on 4th down here. Quick pitch again. Going to be hit. I think he's
Gonna be
short.
close.
Yeah, he did. Defensive coaches are fired up on that one. Well done. Well
2 great
played.
stands right there, back to back.
Nice job for the Admiral defense there. Malachi Bullard, Christian Hughes, Andre Peters. Nice job, guys. Shut them down. Offense got to find something. 4:17 remaining in the first quarter. Got no score. Just a little jab and box and move right now. Trying to fill each other out. These are 2 evenly matched teams. Both have had some losses, and but have lost to some solid teams.
Yeah, there are no bad losses on the records of these 2
bad of
teams.
either one. So
you look at
it's-
our losses, like the 2 non-conference losses, Brandon and Madison Central. That's 2 of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, got to find a way to break through here. Try to get it to the speed jet around the near side. Maybe picks up 1 or 2. Just finding something different. Got to get it moving. Can we get that big defensive front, that you were talking about is so aggressive? Can we do something to manage that aggression? I think is what they're gonna be looking for.
is one thing about it. This is going to be it's a tough team to have a sustained drive against them. Like looking at the Oak Grove game last week, Oak Grove didn't have sustained drives on them. They scored on big plays. 40, 50-yard plays. They broke away. They had like a 90-yard screen pass they scored on.
High snap here. Sullivan tries to get it out. Going to hit the ground.
Had a chance for a good pickup on that one too.
Yeah,
that's
had good
frustrating.
movement
there. The synchronization of all the snap probably threw off his arm a little bit with the timing. Not his most catchable ball there. Tough sequence right there.
I think in Dane feel like getting him to relax a little bit.
Yeah.
He still plays with a lot of pressure. Feels like on himself, and that, not necessary. He can do the jobs just like that with a little pump throw right there, just outside the arms of DeCorian Payton, and that would have taken it to the house.
Yeah, and see, a play like that is where we're going to have to hit on to score, I think, against this team. Again, the idea that we're going to have some, 12, 13, 14 play drive is just not real likely. We're going to have a big play, I think, to put up points here tonight. All right, and Cardenas is back to punt for the third time tonight. Not as much of a rush on this one. Kick doesn't go quite as far, but it's going to roll. Jackson's not going to offer at it, and that'll be down to around the 14. Very nice punt again, as we've become used to for Jesus. And
so good opportunity here. Got to get it to defense maybe to put some points on the board for the Admirals. I know that you've got all that stats. And
that's the thing. Maybe that's something we need tonight.
We need it. That's what we got to have.
We've created a few turnovers lately, but not a lot. We've been losing the turnover battle the last few weeks.
Let's see if we can't get a little pickup for a touchdown or a pick six.
Yeah, maybe something like that is what we need.
How many have we had this year?
Defensive touchdowns?
Yeah. Any?
Ooh, I don't know that off the top of my head. I'm going to have to figure that one out as we get back to action here. Let's see. I'm curious to see if they open up their offense a little bit this series. They've been
going off left tackle
heavy
again.
Yeah.
Picks up a couple.
They've been run heavy, and we've snuffed it out pretty well so far. I'm interested to see when they try to open it up, maybe try to hit Forneret on a pass outside or something like that.
So Eli Causey had the first two series. Fisher Howell now in at quarterback for the second two series. Corey Jackson, as we indicated, down in the slot on the near side. He's the dangerous one. Number 6 is they're going to roll a man towards him and look to get him on the give and go, and that's where they're going. And he caught it in between two Admiral defenders to the 44. Oh, he rolled him way up to the 47. I kind of thought he dropped him early. He dropped that right in.
Tell you what, that was a really well
Corey
thrown ball.
Jackson, yeah, he dropped it.
That was a touch on it, perfect spot, long distance across the field. That was a really well thrown ball from Fisher Howell, who is a sophomore that has played really well in the spots that he's come in for Petal this year.
So Fournay and Howell on the far side now. Fournay and Jackson. Jackson in motion. They'll fake it and bring it to this side. Really got crunched.
Yeah.
He didn't really run. That's Chavez Walker. He didn't really run with the authority.
He's a power runner. He's not the speed guy. He's not going to break open the 60-yard run. He's a power guy. That play didn't really seem to fit him that well, honestly.
Well, I'll tell you, it looked like Christian Hughes and that bunch on this side, Javon Anderson, said they took the power to him right then.
Yeah.
He didn't attack them.
He's their go-to guy in short yardage, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, goal-to-go situations. When he gets the bulk of his work, he's put up a good bit of touchdowns on the year for them. But maybe they just want to make sure they don't wear out Brown too early.
2nd and 11, trying to go to the air.
Draw, yeah.
Pulling it himself, going to run into a linebacker by the name of Andre Peters. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
So that is one thing. Howell will run a little bit more than Causey, and he has had some success on draw plays like that one right there. You let the lineman get downfield over pursuing the pass rush, get right by him. We did a pretty good job there holding with him.
So Admirals look to be in a man-to-man right now. 3 receivers on the far side, including J.B. Bridges.
We're really shifting our lineup here defensively. We got to uncover
guy open up in the slot. Now he's going to try to get him. He's going to the inside receiver, which is Jackson, his go-to first down picker-upper. And that's the 34 of the Admirals for the first down. 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. Still no score. First series for Howell in at quarterback, and he's got him on the move.
We seemed a little uncertain in our lineup there. Defense, there was a lot of last-second communication. Don't know that we were totally prepared for that one.
Well, we had him man-to-man, and then we switched off.
Yeah.
And then he saw that and ate us up. There's the bruiser. He'll pick up about 4. Chavez Walker on the carry. Peters on the tackle.
Yep.
So we get our defense make a play for us. They've been playing outstanding tonight. If you're just joining us, the Admiral defense is the subject of the story of tonight's contest. They've been put to the test and have held up well thus far, but can't keep them on the field the whole time. Offense is going to have to find a way to sustain some kind of drive and put some kind of pressure on. That's going to do it for the first quarter, and that was a quick one.
Yeah.
It's 0-0.
20 minutes.
First quarter break. Hey, we'll take a quick break, too, in this quarter. We'll be back to bring you the second quarter right after this on Admiral Nation.
On the beautiful Mississippi Gulf Coast, right in the middle sits a shining jewel, the city of Gulfport. And the heart of that city is the Gulfport School District. The Gulfport School District provides a superior education experience, anchored in academic excellence. The city of Gulfport is a proud supporter of the Gulfport School District. We are proud to say we back the Gulfport Admirals and all things GHS.
Power guy, run between the tackles, pick up some tough yardage.
Yeah, big guys on that offensive front. Number 65, as we indicated, Will Hampton, the left tackle. He is a load.
Offsides on us.
And the
That's
Admirals
Malachi Bullard. Man, he moved maybe 3 inches with his helmet, but it was enough to get the flag.
That'll be a first down, too. First and 10 from the 13. Admirals in a man-to-man out on the far side. We'll see if Howell wants to go to one of those guys or stick with Walker. He'll stick with Walker. And he's just finding his way to the end zone. Sniffs it right about inside the 1.
Yeah, their offensive line got their way on that
Yeah,
one.
they did.
That was the kind of play an offensive line coach dreams of right there. They had the whole unit in tandem moving downfield, really well blocked. Just hard for us to get past those guys on that one.
Malachi Bullard in for Robinson. First and goal. Going back to Walker. Got tackled from the backside. Going to be brought down. They're going to give him forward progress, and maybe he picked up an inch.
I would expect to see another handoff to Walker here again.
Absolutely. So good to see all the Admiral cheerleaders on the sideline. They basically stretch from one end to the other with the band. Sounds good. Great atmosphere here at Milner Stadium tonight. Howell pitches it to Walker. Gets stuck at the line of scrimmage. Keep him out of the end zone as they push him forward. And the Panther offensive line wins that. And that's a touchdown. Petal. 9:51 in the second quarter. So Howell in his first opportunity to drive the Panthers down the field does so.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they run Howell back out. You know, obviously they drove down. I think it's,
a lot of times on that rotation it's a 2 series deal, right?
But this is a win or go home now. Do you ride the hot hand as long as you can? And does the rotate? I know that they've ridden that rotation for 11 games so far, but I'm curious as to whether that changes tonight because one bad series can end your season. So I'm curious to see how that develops.
Well,
tonight.
we won't know until the series after next.
Right.
So 2 series from now.
Right. So I just find that really interesting to see how they do that because they've been doing the rotation all year, but I'm curious if they stick with that tonight or if they feel, hey, we got a hot hand, we're going to stick with them no matter what. Also interesting to see what they do on the kickoff here. They mix up their kickoffs a lot. Sometimes they'll drive them deep. Sometimes they chip them to the side. Sometimes they'll hit a low roller down the middle, try to catch a team being lazy and steal a possession. We need to be really aware here wherever they kick it and jump on the ball as fast as possible.
Sam Hadel, kick it away. Little chip shot.
Yeah, there's that sideline
to
chip.
the 20. Going to be returned there by the Admirals. Nice block out of bounds here. Got a fantastic block.
Caleb Parrish caught that one. Good. He got some touches last week against Harrison Central. It's good to see him. He's pretty good with the ball in his hands. Hadn't got a lot of opportunities this year, but he's made the most of the few he's had.
Hey, well, we'll take it at the – where are they going to put that?
34.
34, we'll take it. All right, Sullivan, Crosby, DeCorian, Payton.
We had a few good plays. We had a few promising plays. We just hadn't been able to string two in a row together. Let's see if we can get a little consistency here.
Going back to the run game. He'll pick up a few. So second and about 7. Christian Burks on the far side. Peyton in the slot. And Dean's down on the near side.
Checking back. You got to feel one of the next 2 plays we're going to throw it. Hopefully Dane can put the bad throws from earlier behind him. He's had 3 shots, hadn't connected yet.
He's going to run an option. He's got all kind of trouble. I mean, he just broke through the line. Number 74, the big guy, Corey Wells,
that guy's
just really wreaked havoc.
That guy is absolutely massive, and he just blew right through us.
Yeah, left side of the line for the Admirals there.
But so far, this is, our offensive series have played out like we thought. We got to find a way to take their defensive line out of the game. They're going to show heavy pressure here. It's 3rd and 14, obvious passing down.
I don't know. We're going to have to go to Stewart.
We're going to see what we do here.
Superback over the top. Trying to go over top.
Nice
Back shoulder
good
throw
adjustment
there.
right there.
Great Christian Burks play there. Good throw. Little back shoulder play. But, Steven Stewart breaking him out, the tight end. A little cross over the middle. Admirals are going quick here, trying to get set. First down. Quick pitch out to Crosby. Makes the first man miss. Trying to get to the sideline. Driven out of bounds. Going to lose one. Just throw it down. They don't know where the ball is. Here we go.
Back to the play before, though. The ball was really well thrown, touch pass down there. Ended up being a little underthrown. Great adjustment mid-flight on that ball, though, by Christian Burks.
Yeah, he didn't adjust too early either. He pushed his receiver off and then came back. That's what's so good. Stewart changing sides here. Strong side on the left side now. We'll go that way. Just came blitzing through, not picked up at all. It's Cullen Hitson. He just blitzed through right there. Number 42, Cullen Hitson on the
they're breaking through pretty quickly.
Blitz on went through there. The Admirals just playing behind the sticks. 3rd and 15. 14.
We converted 3rd and 14 about 2 minutes ago, so
we did.
We'll see if we can do it again.
We did. There's not many of those
We're
in the
call
playbook.
Timeout to talk about it. Well, we're down to 14 on the play clock and didn't seem to have it.
You got to flip to the appendix section of the playbook to find the 3rd and 14. That's where you're going. So a lot going on in the life of Admiral Athletics.
Yeah,
a lot of games going on. They played really well.
Yeah, I was there last night to see him play West Harrison. Boys game, very very tight, tough played game. We won.
Did you have clock duty?
No, I was actually the PA that night.
You were the PA?
Night. So we won 51-47. So the boys are now 3-0 on the season. They'll play again at Bay tomorrow evening. But a really exciting game. In fact, just to promo this, if you want to see great play, we win the tip-off to start the game. First possession, we go down, alley-oop. Perfectly executed, beautiful. If you want to see it, go to the boys basketball huddle page. You don't even have to watch the whole game. Just watch the highlight. Watch the highlight video.
How do you do that? Tell them how to do that. How do you go to the huddle?
I just Googled Gulfport Boys Basketball Huddle.
HUDL is huddle.
But the highlight video, the first play on is that opening possession, alley-oop, beautiful.
3rd and 14. Sullivan, quick snap, looking under trouble.
There it
Dumps
is.
it deep. Just over the hands.
Well, I think he threw it to the right spot.
Oh, it was good. That was a good play.
Christian kind of cut his route a little shallow, kind of stopped running for a second.
Yes.
He keeps going down the field. That probably hits him in his hands, and he's scoring right now.
Yeah, that's a good play by Sullivan there. Nice touch up there. Kept his
Great job
eyes
of keeping,
downfield.
keeping the head up as he scrambled. Tough one there.
Here comes the danger zone. Corey Jackson back deep. You got to kick it away from him. Wherever he is, kick it somewhere else. Doesn't matter if it goes out of bounds. Come on, Jesus. Cannot kick it to Corey Jackson. We'll see if he does. 7:06, second quarter. First half of play, Admirals trail 7-0. There's the snap. Slow on the kick. He kicks it high into the corner, going to make a fair catch. It's going to be an Admiral. Oh, the ball's down.
We got a shot
He
at it.
called for it and then stepped away and got it back. Wow, that was close. That would have been a great opportunity for the Admirals, but it's going to be Petal ball at around the 11. That was exciting. And as we talked about, our always present number 44.
Yeah, one of several special teams MVPs we have this year.
Darius Payton. He is a 5'10", 170 freshman.
You know, it's unusual.
That's how you you get on the field.
But that was the highest in terms of altitude. That's the highest punt Jesus hit all season.
He did, and he
a lot of
almost
his
got it
kicks
blocked.
are kind of lower, but they carry.
Yeah,
they have a low trajectory carrying. That one
well executed.
Chipped it up in the air.
And here we go. Hey, Howell's back in, and he'll hand it. And he's going to hand it to the speedy one. They're going to try him. Corey Toole, number 8, and a running back right now.
Yeah, he's the third of their three-headed monster at running back. He's a pretty good player in his own rights, but doesn't get quite as many touches as Walker and Brown.
Kayvon Peters out at wide receiver on the near side. Howell in the backfield now with Fournette. Really close to the first down there. It's going to be third and less than a yard.
One thing about it, they're
here.
starting to have some success in that run game. They're starting to pick up some yards. The holes are developing.
They look a little bigger
lot more than they were the first. Yeah, a lot more so than their first possession.
Nice stop there, but he still picks up the first down. It's just a grinding game right at the moment, and Petal's going to be happy to do that. But it does look like we've had a couple of opportunities where the big play has been available, and we just haven't been able to execute it the way that we need to in order to get the touchdown. But you like to see that there's some opportunity and hope to be able to counter what we have here.
Well, in playoffs, everybody's good. All the bad teams are at home. So it's going to be small margins that make the difference.
Keeping it himself. Going to be hit, brought down around the 23-yard line. So just to pick up a one or couple. 2nd and 8. Have one of our SALT leaders, Davis Orms, also a baseball catcher and an outstanding student. He was leading the cheers earlier, and we got another jump quick. That's Jivan Anderson on the far side. That was a little negative, but you can't say a lot of negative about Anderson this year. He has played fantastic. As we indicate, he's probably surprise player of the year only for people who don't coach him. The coaches might have said, no, he's that all year. But the way we saw them picking on him early in the year and the way he responded, it's just a testament to his fortitude. Howell pitch. Pressure from the backside. Going to bring him down. Going to be short of the first down, maybe 3rd and 2.
That was Anderson in pursuit again there.
Yeah, just came right back and made a play.
That's what you want to see, bounce back.
Hey, big 3rd down play here.
Everybody knows it. Move on. There's
he's just aggressive.
Lots of game left.
It happens. He's aggressive. Let's go. Man-to-man on the outside. Man-to-man everywhere. Got a safety down up tight by the linebackers here, so they're going to have somebody over the top. Now Coach comes in.
We're going to back off Trevon a little bit.
No, yeah.
It's all right.
He would have picked that up. We got it corrected. Coach is doing their job here. Hand it off middle. First down. really close to it. I think they're going to give him forward progress. And that's going to be the freshman Brown on the first down. So to the 33 they go. First down, 4 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Apple's trailing 7-0.
Game.
That's what happens when you run it, right?
Right. Yeah. Not a lot of passes.
Not a lot going on. Soccer team's tied with St. Patrick's last night. The boys are now 3-0 with 2 ties. The girls are 1-1-4. So still in the mix. Got some ties competing. They're at Stone on Monday. And we host Oak Grove next Thursday. So if you don't have anything going on next Thursday, come and check out the soccer teams at the Herb. As Howell keeps his feet moving and has a great first down pickup. To about picks up about 5 or 6 on that. I'm gonna give him 6.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be second.
Frustrating thing on that is we had a shot at him in the backfield and just missed. It seems like that's been a thing that's happened a lot the last few. Really the division play on. We've had shots at guys in the backfield, haven't wrapped up, haven't quite gotten the handle on them and got them to the ground. And it comes back and burns us a little bit. They end up getting small pickups, but it can add up over a series.
So second and about 4 for Howell. He'll hand it off again to the freshman. And, wow, he got through to the first down at around the 45-yard line. Just kind of shot through there. Lost his balance, got tripped up or something, and they're going to call him down at the 44-yard line. It will be the first down.
Yeah, I think we got a fortunate break. He tripped on somebody there.
Maybe a blade of grass that Coach Mack left up. He's got the field looking fantastic as he's painted the Admirals. Gulfport Admirals. Gulfport in one end zone in the south end zone. Admirals in the far side, north end zone. And it looks fantastic. The field is in best shape. Great defensive play.
To Solomon Stallion. Great defense.
Was fantastic.
Most of the plays he's made this year have been in the run game. That's the first play I can remember where he's really defended a pass like that.
I'm just saying that's a linebacker out there with some athleticism that just made a fantastic play out on an out route, where he came from his linebacker position and dove correct hand, mind you, in front of the receiver and slapped that away. And now, just like that, it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was a great play from him. Love him and had him as a student. He's an interesting guy, kind of quirky, a little quiet, but very, very bright, very intelligent, and I think that served him well. He's made some really big plays in big spots for us this year.
I like quirky. You don't want to be like everybody else. Got pressure, just smashed it down in his face there. Going to bring up 3rd down. The Admirals are looking for an opportunity to maybe get the ball back and put some points on the board before the first half ends, as Petal Panthers will get the ball to come out the second half. They won the toss, so it's 3rd and 10. Great atmosphere tonight. Beautiful, beautiful weekend we're expecting here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. There's going to be a timeout at 2:20. And, hey, got a trivia question for you. What you got?
Timeout sponsored by Sensational Laundromat.
There you
make
go.
Sure we give props to that.
We got to give props to the name.
Go ahead.
Sensational.
Go ahead with your trivia
Laundromat. There. The year you can't answer.
I would
never play trivia against you.
Well,
I would never play trivia against you. Gulfport's last playoff game win came in what year and against whom? If you are listening online, it's very hard for you to respond, but many of you have my cell phone. You can text me. Coach Caldwell usually knows the answers to those things. He's a long-time coach, principal, athletic director, all around, do it all. Coach Brian Caldwell. Coach Callahan, we hope he's able to listen to us tonight and doing well as we enter this holiday season. It's fantastic. Howell bringing his crew in. 3rd and 10. Big play for the Admiral defense. I feel like this is punt territory. They're not going to go for it on 4th. So Admiral defense looking for a stop.
Well, especially with the way their defense is playing tonight.
Howell going to go to the air. Trying to go deep. Got a man knocked away at the last moment. I don't see a flag. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Pierre Felder there in defense on that one. Great job knocking that ball away right at the last second. Not getting too tight. He ran the route with the receiver very, very well. Good stop.
So great job by the Admiral defense. Decorion Payton now back deep. Always a threat. Be nice to have a special teams score right here. Good field position as he's going to have his feet on his own 14-yard line.
I found it interesting. They had a lot of success. It looked like they were starting to have a lot of success on the ground game, and then 3 straight incompletions. They get to midfield, throw 3 incomplete passes in a row. And I'm sure they want to feel like they can establish the pass game somehow or another, but they were really starting to gash us on the run, and then three
we
straight
got flags. We got flags everywhere. I didn't see. I thought Admirals.
That's on them. They were shifting late.
When we had Admiral people running on the field as well, but that's going against the Panthers and going to back them up just a little bit more. Give Peyton something to work with.
They were trying to adjust their formation a little bit late. That guy never got set.
So that's going to move them back. I think they're thinking it's going to move them back further than it is. Where are we going? Are we marking it?
It should be on the 39.
That's where we should be. It looks like a little confusion.
Yeah.
At 39, it is placed on the near hash. Gunnar Gillen time to kick it away. High snap brings it down. A lot of pressure. Gets it away. It's going to take a bounce. Peyton's he really wanted to scoop it like a center fielder, but he backed away, and it'll be the Admiral ball around the 19-yard line. 2 minutes remaining, trailing by 7. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. And so opportunity now for the Admiral offense to keep the ball at least the remainder of the first half. Give the Admiral defense just a break because they will be back on the field to start the second half.
Yeah, look, offensive numbers, not worth saying, not very good right now, but we can put together a drive here to finish this out going into halftime. We're going to feel real good about it, and we can forget those first few possessions.
Just really got to give a shout-out to Coach Jamie McMahon. The field is looking better and better. Some of this that you look at, it looks like maybe double lines have been drawn, but really what's happening is we have been using now a robot system to paint the lines, and they were just a little bit they were able to readjust those lines just a little bit on the field and be much more accurate, and over a period of time those older lines will move away and the new ones will stay in play, and this field just looks better and better every day. We got that rain, that felt good, and so now we're hoping our football team can continue to play here. So it's 2nd and 9. Sullivan, hands off. Peyton picks up 2 or 3.
See if Petal is going to call timeout maybe here.
See if they can stop the clock. Got a helmet off. Got to come off now. So we'll need a substitute for Mr. Cameron Rhodes. Burke's on the far side. Crosby and Peyton. And now Peyton will come in the slot on the near side down here by Deans. Continuing to look at the sideline. 3rd and about 6. 47 seconds and counting.
This is going to be an interesting play call here.
Letting the clock run down. Quick, going to go to the air. Got a man over the top. Backside. He has Crosby. Did he catch it inbounds? Oh, he said he was out of bounds. He was wide open on the sideline. So wide open, I think it just made them all nervous, but he was absolutely wide open.
Yeah, he tried to readjust. I think he kind of slipped a little bit.
Dane, a little bit late getting that ball there, it felt like. Maybe
you
saw it.
That was a factor of having to climb the pocket a little bit, I think. I think he had to clear some space to get that throw off a little bit there, but just saw in the replay there. Yeah, you're right.
Had a chance.
Had a chance earlier, but
that's I think he had to, on the positive.
I think he had to adjust to get the ball off.
He's clearly having to work around, but
we're getting space.
That's
now.
right.
That's one
the
thing
point.
is the last few drives we're starting to create a little bit of space. I mean, this is not going to be a shootout. Nobody's getting to the 60s tonight. This is going to be a low-scoring, tough game.
High pressure up front. Jesus, bad kick. That's going to go out of bounds without much. I don't see any flags, but I see a lot of Panthers on the ground. That's the only one he has shanked this year.
That is, bad time to have the worst punt of the year.
28 seconds remaining. We're trying to get the defense fired up. That's what you have. When you have a captain, you have what Andre Peters is doing right now. He's not sulking it. He is actually out there getting his team fired up so that we can hopefully shut down this last 28 seconds.
And Petal has 2 timeouts to work with. I mean, 28 seconds isn't much, but they do have 2 timeouts to work with. So
they're going to have him at the 40. That was a nice spot. First down. And they go back to Eli Causey. So your theory so far, it's there.
yeah,
It's there, but right now he's sticking with what he got.
I was interested in
just for a
seeing how
second.
it goes. And wasn't a great. I mean, they had the screen set up, overthrew him a little bit there. I'd be interested to see. Maybe they gave it the half. I don't know. I mean,
They've won
they may
with both
stick
these
with,
guys.
Look,
They've won both these guys.
Right. That's the thing
and
is
they each bring a little something, but they are very similar in their approach. Causey going to flip it over the middle. Going to get picked up. Oh, we got to have that. Trayvon had it right in his hands. And Pierre Felder was right there with it.
He read that perfectly. He's sitting deep. He, single man high deep. Read it perfectly. The rollout was going that way. The ball was always going to that side.
He had it. Just missed it. 30
yeah, and if he caught it clean, he had a chance to run with it for a while. Regardless, move on. 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 3rd and 10 right here. 19 seconds remaining. Causey to the freshman. Brown trying to get upfield. Runs hard. Picks up 4. Clock still running at 13. No timeout yet. They're going to let it run. It's under 10 seconds. They're not going to stop the clock. I think they're
really
going to take
interesting.
It is. They're going to go to the halftime with 2 timeouts, even though they had, I thought, a decent little kicker that could have kicked it away. But that's going to do it for the first half. And the Admirals, I think, actually come away a little bit better than they could have there. We had an opportunity to make some big plays, as you highlighted at the very beginning of this. That's what it's going to take a little bit. Always like to see Coach Pinnock and his halftime adjustments and see what the Admirals will do as they come out really with the season on the line here. Got to do something in the second half. Got to win each quarter. And the Admirals are going to take it to halftime.
I moved to Gulfport High School my 10th grade year. I was at another high school freshman year. 10th grade year I was virtual, so I hadn't stepped foot on the campus at all. The teachers, they didn't really even know who I was, but they were very helpful in accommodating anything. It was a hard time for everyone, so they were very helpful. 11th grade year when I finally moved on campus, it was great. Everyone was very supportive of the things I wanted to do. They have a place for everyone to belong, whatever you want to do in life, and it's really great.
All right, and welcome back for the second half from Milner Stadium in the first round of the playoffs. The score is Petal 7, Gulfport 0, as we got about a minute and a half left until we kick the second half of action off here. Quick look at the stats from the first half. Gulfport offense really struggled to get things going. Only 26 total yards. Most of those coming through the passing game on one completion to Chris John Birch, who made a great adjustment mid-flight on the ball and picked up the lone first down of the half for us. Corian Payton's got 5 carries for 14 yards. Cooper Crosby, 4 carries, just a handful of yards as well. Just really haven't had much success on anything offensively so far. The defense played a really good game to this point. Petal's got 138 yards. They're 5 for 10 of passing, 62 yards on that. That's, of course, with their 2-quarterback system. They kind of divide that out. On the ground game, 24 carries for Petal, 76 yards, and their 1 touchdown came on the ground. Only averaging about 3.5 a carry, so we've done a pretty good job of stopping the run game so far. The defense has been backed up like we had several times before this year. Not great field position sometimes. Really good job of rallying to the occasion, not letting it get to them, and forcing stops and making the most out of a tough situation. Quick look at the other scores in our division. Oak Grove leads Biloxi 20-7 late second quarter. Brandon leads D'Iberville 36-14, also late in the second. And at halftime in Ocean Springs, Northwest Rankin leads Ocean Springs 10-7. So
close game there for Ocean Springs.
Yeah.
Northwest Rankin.
Well, I think they went to overtime back earlier in the season. So pretty evenly matched teams. It's looks like they're gonna have 2 good games that come out of that that matchup between the two of them.
So the winner of this game will get the winner of the Brandon D'Iberville game. Brandon kind of handily taking care of business right now as Jesus gets ready to kick it away for the Admirals as the Petal Panthers are looking to add to their lead. We'll see what kind of second half adjustments the Admirals have in store for this really aggressive defensive front for the Petal Panthers. And we'll see who starts the second half. I'm going that it's Howell.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do. You know, see where that quarterback rotation goes here in the second half.
They have a 2 quarterback rotation. Each quarterback's had a couple of series
interesting
apiece.
kick there.
A little scoop up at the 15.
It's Fornerette, their best receiver, that got that ball. I think it's his first touch of the night. You know, he's a deep threat in the passing game. Can really make some plays when given the opportunity, but I don't think they've really been able to get the ball to him tonight. I don't know if they tried too much.
So we had a trivia question before the game, which was, when was the last Gulfport Admiral playoff win, what year, and against who? The answer is 2019. The Admirals played George County. That was their last win. And it's Causey back in at quarterback, handing it to the Bruiser. He's going to pick up about 7 before he's run out of bounds by Hughes. So a big first down pickup for the Panthers. Just underway in the start of the second half. Admirals trail 7-0. 2nd and 3.
Curious to see if they stick with the run here. You know, they ran the ball. They started having success the last part of the second quarter running, and then they got away from it and started throwing.
Right back to Chavez Walker. And here's the first down, but he'll be a little short. 3rd and 1. Opportunity for the Admiral defense to have a 3rd down hold here.
Yeah, 3rd short. Petal's 3 for 7 on 3rd down so far tonight.
I'd like to say the Admirals have stopped the opponents on 3rd down 69% of the time. And they have, so we'll see if they can stick with it here. Keeping it himself, got in trouble, going to be dropped for a loss. Big play there by Anderson. Nice play coming in there, snuffed it out. And a big loss there that's going to bring them back, make it 4th and about 7. So great defensive stand there. DeCorian Payton now looking to receive the ball. Got his feet on his own. 23.
It's interesting looking at that replay. He went kind of unblocked. I don't know if they kind of mixed up who they were trying to read, but he was completely untouched. The offensive line paid him no attention. He shot through, got right to the quarterback.
Punts away. Payton got a chance to field it. Does. Nothing but Panthers all around him. He'll get to about the 26-yard line. That's where the Admirals will get the first possession of the second half. 9:57 in the 3rd quarter. Admiral offense looking to hit on one of these big plays. Had about 3 or 4 opportunities in the first half.
Yep.
Just overthrew them. But good movement. As you indicated, this up front and this big line for Petal is something. Probably the biggest we've seen, including Trey Bridges, number 90. He's a hoss. Number 74, Corey Wells, the big guy. And as you indicated, the leader of this, which is on the defensive line, Jalen Doss, number 0. He's on the far side, defensive end position.
This is definitely the biggest defensive team that we faced in a long time.
So maybe a little hard snap right here. 1st and 10 goes Sullivan. He's going to pull it back and try to get man over the middle. Does. Burks picks up the first down. Brought down around the 39-yard line. Now the Admirals are on the move. Like that. We talked about coming across the middle and taking advantage of that aggressive rush.
Yep.
So if they can do that, the offensive line able to get the big paws down of that defensive front. But look, those are big boys up front. I don't know if you have a weight on number 74, but
big number.
They get nervous when he walks into the buffet, I can assure you.
Yeah.
Payton in motion. Option. Pitch. Crosby gets the corner, picks up 2.
It's all right.
Did I see a flag come in the backside there?
No.
I did not. Good.
No. Okay. I'm going to say I didn't see one. Yeah.
I thought he
Look,
came.
that outside stretch. Oh, now they're going to throw a flag late. What is that?
I'm not sure.
I don't know
Too
what
many
that's
people to
about.
break the huddle. What was that? Did we even huddle?
Well, we typically don't huddle.
Yeah. What we got going on here?
So I don't know. Be interesting to see the signal here. But yeah, that's illegal participation.
Yeah.
So that's
what we had.
That's a odd. I don't know.
Well, we had him running to the sideline to get out. I believe it was Cameron Rhodes, but
yeah, bring him in
not
sometimes as
sure.
an extra blocker. I don't know exactly what happened there, but it was.
That's not good, as we are 1st and 25. How did that work? Is that a 15-yarder? Wow. I guess I learned something. That hurt.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, that was.
So they're trying to get Burks on this side with Peyton and Deans.
Yeah.
Now 3 receivers.
What's
5 seconds on the
what's
clock.
tough about that, and we're going to burn a timeout.
We're going to
it
burn a
looks like.
timeout.
But
Not
what's
ready.
tough about that is we had, the first half, we had 1 first down. First play we get in the second half, great job getting the pass out into space, running catch. We pick up a first down. We go hurry up, run a decent-looking play, pick up a few yards, and then now it's all been erased now. We're back where we started. Anyways.
Pennick was having a discussion with the.
Yeah, and I think that kind of mixed up our play call because we were anticipating 2nd and 7 and not 1st and 25.
No doubt about it. Here we go. First down and 25. Sullivan and crew back on the field. 3 receivers down on the near side. Pennick still having a discussion with the
that's a
head guy.
Interesting situation. I mean, I don't know.
That's a tough call right there for that as he's getting off the sideline. Didn't even get to the huddle. But nonetheless, it's 1st and 25. So Pennick, he's telling Pennick to head back to the sidelines, and he is. And now we'll get underway. So first down, but first and forever. Yard to gain is the midfield stripe around the 50. Sullivan to the air, pulled down.
Good
nice
catch.
grab there. And for a great play, he is 2 yards outside of the sticks. So it will be 2nd and 12. That's a fantastic pickup. Sullivan just under duress and having to make plays. And that's what you're going to have. You got to have playmakers make plays. Here goes Burks. Burks on the slant. Sullivan scrambling. He's got room. Get upfield.
Oh, keep going out.
Kind of just stopped versus just outrun him to the sideline. He gets inside the sticks there. It'll be 3rd and 9. So we picked up 17. We just had a long way to go.
Well, made something out of this, I mean, look, we're moving the ball a little bit now. We're getting we're having some positive plays. We're moving the ball a little bit. We're going to have to make plays in the passing game if we're going to win tonight. That's just the way it is. We're not going to be able to just run the ball in their front. They're too big for us to just think we're going to, own the line of scrimmage and run the ball down the middle on them. We're going to have to make plays in the passing game to win this.
Demarion Davis on the slot down on the near side. Oh, under trouble. In trouble.
Yeah, and he had a guy over here. DeCorion was open down in the corner.
No way. And that's the big guy, Doss, coming in, making a play. Yeah, look, that was Caleb Parrish in there. I mistakenly said Davis, but that's Parrish in, so the Admirals will punt it away.
DeCorion was kind of down, kind of in that corner area. He was open, uncovered. He was calling for it. We've never had a chance to get the ball out to him. Once he pump faked and kind of hesitated, it was, they're gonna get their sack.
Had a little stun on that side, so he was untouched. Jesus to punt away. He has had traffic around him all night long. He gets this one away. It's going to take an Admiral bounce. Let it roll, and we will. It'll be just inside the 20-yard line. So they'll have 80 to go, so a great job there on special teams, flipping the field just a bit. See if the Admiral defense can now hold. We had indicated we'd really like to see a turnover. This is a turnover creating defensive front. The Admirals themselves have created 15 of those, but Petal has created 8 turnovers in the last 2 weeks. So that's a big number. Hadn't had much of it right at the moment. Admirals looking to try to do that now. We'll see who comes in at quarterback, and it'll be Howell. So they let Eli start the first series, and now Howell back in. We'll see if he stays in 2 times. He was the guy that led them to the touchdown in the first half.
Yeah, and
so
he's
here
just
we go.
looked better. Even on their non-scoring drives, he's looked better because he's made a few bad throws in simple situations. So
Quick pitch. Out to Brown. Got room. Speedy. Freshman. Going to be brought down around the 37-yard line. So big first down pickup. Aisley Brown.
I said this last year. I'm going to say it again. Be interesting to see if they stick with the run. They're starting to have a lot of success in the run game. Curious if they stick with it. Because when they started throwing the ball around this spot on the field, their drives have stalled out.
We shall see right here how a little bit bigger stature of a quarterback for them, and he'll hand it off. Aisley, nowhere to go now.
Good job there.
Forget it. Andre Peters on the tackle. I don't know if they say he got right back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe they gave him 3 inches for the effort. So 2nd and 9.
Well, it's just a good job by Andre of reading the play. I mean, they really run about 2 or 3 different run blocking schemes. They'll do the zone stretch out to the side. They'll do a simple pull with the guard to that left side, but it's not much, and they'll do zone read a little bit, but it's pretty simple. So I think we're starting to kind of pick up the cues on their base run plays.
Hughes trying to get pressure from the outside. Howell scrambling, flips it up the front. Great catch. That's going to be a first down catch for Malcolm Fournette.
That was a phenomenal catch for him, for one, but it looked like DeSalomon Stallion was in coverage and slipped. Right around that midfield logo, he kind of slipped up. That allowed him to be open. But nonetheless, that was an absolutely phenomenal athletic catch there.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the Admiral 45. Panthers on the move. Howell, quick pitch. Brown, cut back. Brought down at the 40-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of about 5. He's quick.
Very much. He's a...
For a freshman, great vision.
Yeah, he's someone that we'll be hearing about for a while, I think.
We will. Put that name down. Aisley. What a name. A-C-E-L-Y. Fits the bill here. Aisley Brown. Go to him again. Bobbing and weaving.
Yep.
Got the first down. Could be touchdown. Just like that, he's quick. Just blew by him. I don't see a flag. We're good. That was a touchdown.
And that's the thing with him. He's got big play potential. He's got breakaway speed. He's got big play potential, and we just saw it right there. And that's kind of what they've thrived on is, they hit you with small plays here, there. Then they'd run the one little bit unorthodox with the run, go to the opposite side because, they pound the left side with the run. Cuts back to the right there. And had a lot of open space to run through.
Sam Hadel. Point after's good. He boomed it. Yep. No problem there. So that's 14-0. Admirals really looking to be able to put together a drive. Have had opportunities, but just have not been able to put plays together without shooting themselves in the foot. So got to make some changes.
Yeah, and look,
one touchdown.
That
We're
drive
we
doesn't
just got
really
to
change a ton right now. I mean, look, we're going to have to score several times. We're going to have to make some plays in the passing game, like we said. They're keyed in on taking away the run, and their personnel allows them to do that. They're so good on the defensive line. We're going to have to make plays in the passing game. That's just what it's going to be tonight. That's how teams have been playing us the last few weeks. They're keyed in on the run. They're sold out to take away the inside run against us. And we're going to have to make plays in the passing game to open it up for us. We were able to do that against Biloxi and D'Iberville. They took away the run in the first half. We start making plays in the passing game. Then it spread things out. St. Martin, we just kind of overwhelmed. But Ocean Springs, we never could get those plays in the passing game working. Couldn't get the running lanes open late. Kind of seeing that again tonight.
Deep kick. Crosby taking it from his own 5. Trying to get outside. Going to be in trouble. Really got to just run north-south. Cannot run east-west against this quick Petal team. Difficult to do. So the Greyhounds answer back. They're up 14-10 in quarter number 3. The Cougars fumbled it. Lucas Sinopoli scooped it up and returned it 20 yards for the touchdown. So now the Greyhounds jump in front. A lot of good football going on this weekend. Almer offense, 1st and 10. Here we go. Crosby in motion. They'll go to Peyton. He'll pick up 1 or 2. They'll mark him just over the 20-yard line. So Burks on the far side. Dean's down on the near side. Got a heavy package in with Stewart as well. 2 back in the backfield with Sullivan. Sullivan to the air. Nice catch there by Burks. Stays on his feet. Gets the first down. Nice extra
Great job
effort
of fighting
there.
through it. He's across the line, I think.
He is. First down. The Admirals are on the move now. Got to have a little bit of urgency as we can keep Petal on their heels just a bit.
Well, that's kind of been our MO all year. We get that 1 first down, and then we're going to go to the hurry up, try to push the other team back on their heels a little bit. And you see it so often. Christiani makes a catch around the sideline, and he sprints in to place that ball for the umpire.
Crosby up the middle. Nice pickup on first down for Crosby. Hasn't had a lot of room to run. Gets about 5 there.
Yeah, that's the best lane he's had to run in a while.
Yeah, so it'll be a long 5. Second and a long 5. Yard to get is the 40. Admirals on the move with 3:30 in the third. Trying to answer back from the Petal score. Peyton in motion. Going to go to the air. Across the middle. Burks,
There it is.
Touchdown. Gone Deans. You can forget it. That's what we were looking for. The big play. There's the big play right there.
You got to make it in the passing game. There it
65
is.
yards. 65-yard strike. Nice play. Nice and calm by Sullivan. Stood up tall. Threw a spiral right on the dot. Nice play by Deans. Pulls it down. There was nobody. After he broke through, he was gone. So the Admirals score with 3:14. That's what they needed. The point after now by Tegeter. Not too much wind. The flags are hanging low. Tegeter for the point after. Hold by Jesus. Snaps good. And there's a whistle. And a flag. That was almost a Charlie Brown action there for
Offsides.
Offsides for Petal. So that'll move it closer. No need really to go for 2 here, so it'll just be a little shorter extra point here. They'll pick it up and step a couple of yards. Tegeter will place it back down.
While they're lining it up,
set.
that touchdown pass went for 66 yards. That more than doubled our offensive output on the night. Tell you how big of a play that was.
There's a couple of those been available to us. We made one there. Snaps good, kicks good, and it is good. Tegeter gets it within 7. So Admiral feeling a little life. Fans feeling a little life. Students down on the rail tonight. Led by the SALT leader, Davis Orms. Student athlete leadership team take all kinds of things. They meet on a periodic basis and look what they can talk about, what they can do to improve the student participation and activities related to sports here at Gulfport House. Something that athletic director Matt Walters put into play. I think it's fantastic. It's just kind of in its early phases. He certainly will grow that program, and its influence on Gulfport High athletics will be felt for a while. So we certainly support him in the effort for that. Jesus getting ready to kick it away. Got a new ball game here, Coach.
Absolutely. That's what we needed. One play to get us back into it.
Nice hard kick there. Rockets it. It was touched. Going to be picked up at the 6.
Now make a tackle.
That's Jackson. Can't let him get to the outside. He'll run out of bounds around the 23-yard line. So that's actually a win for the Admirals there.
Absolutely.
Anytime he touches the ball and stays there. I don't know what kind of activity he got going on at midfield. There's the ball. Oh, took off with his something. Some of his property, maybe a towel. Again, our freshman special teams player of the year. Got to be got to be special teams. But, Jesus, you put him in. Does he count as that?
well-
I mean, they don't even fit in the same category. You almost have to have two for that. Jesus has been fantastic. So has Tegeter. Been very consistent.
Special teams as a whole has been very well done this year. And,
Here we go. We got an
I love that.
interesting set here. Bunch on the far side. They'll hand it back in, up the middle. Spun off the first defender.
That's
Makes
Walker,
his way.
the power runner there.
No, that's
Oh,
Corey
is it
Toole.
Jackson? Okay, Toole. Okay.
Corey Toole, number 8, got in the game and picks up the first down right at the 35-yard line. So a bunch group on the far side. We got to get defenders over there. You got 3 receivers. Now we move a safety over in Deans. He's back covering them, but an opportunity for them to run them deep and then throw a quick little pass on that right side. Howell in at quarterback. He'll take it. Hands it off. They found something, and Toole picks up 7 or 8. They're running that left side, really blocking Christian Hughes. He's not been able to get in. It's 2nd and 1. Wow, big first down pickup.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's on the surface it looks like a pretty simple pin pull there, but with the way they blocked it. But they're, like you said, they're taking our best player out of the play, forcing the other guys to make and like they have a huge offense. We talk about how big their defensive line is. Their offensive line's gigantic as well.
Yeah, they are. Strong side here on the near side. Cummins, the tight end, is going to block Hughes. They went right off of him. So Cummins is really taking advantage of Hughes coming inside. Number 88, Trey Cummings, the tight end, has been doing a good job blocking Christian. He's going to have to find a way around him. And they have that big defensive tackle you had mentioned, Will Hampton, number 65 on the left side, which, hey, that's your moneymaker. That's your linemen that make the money when they move on, that left tackle.
Yeah, and
the blind side.
And Hampton is also one of 2 seniors. They have we talk about them having a young team. They have he and their center are seniors. The rest of the offensive line, you got 2 sophomores and a junior playing. So he is kind of their go-to guy.
Wow, they found it. Quick pitched out to the side. He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. He saw it. He's going to be out of bounds. Back here around the 27-yard line is where he's stepped out. But they're just going to the spreading it out. It's a man issue.
27-yard pickup there. They're having a lot of success on the ground lately. When they get away from it, they have an incompletion. It kind of breaks that momentum. But it looks like this drive they're content to keep the ball on the ground. It's also keeping the clock moving, shortening this game.
Howell calls him in motion. Going to hand it right off the middle to Aisley. Got nowhere to go. He's going to be hit by a bunch of Admirals. And that'll be a loss. I can't believe they gave him any yardage there. There was no yardage whatsoever. He ran right into the defensive front, did a great job of standing them up as we near inside 1 minute mark in the third quarter. Admiral defense looking for a stop after a score they just had. Howell to the air. Scrambling, trying to find somebody. Got a man over the middle, throws it low. And that's incomplete. 44 seconds remaining. He's going to hobble off as Malcolm Fournette.
DeSalm Stallion pressured that throw, got a shot on him. He looked like he was a little worried he was going to get a roughing the passer penalty, but I think he got off a clean shot on Howell there.
It's actually Malcolm Fournette. That's what you were saying. Fournette. It's not Fournette. Fournette. Throwing me off there. Admirals pressing man-to-man here. Malcolm looking to the sidelines for the play.
Right. 3rd and long, we've been fairly good on this tonight. We're 3 for 8 on 3rd downs total, but 3rd and long, we've been fairly good as a team all year.
There's a whistle.
Yeah.
Let's see. Delay of game?
I think so. Yeah, bad guys got it.
Delay of game. Yeah. Let's move it back 5. 3rd and 15. Big opportunity for the Admirals. Need a stop. They've come up with several.
Well,
Need one here.
Going into tonight, we're very good 3rd and longer than 10. We're only 3 out of 29 against us. So good time to continue that trend here.
Two receivers and the super back down on the near side. Howell moving them in motion. Going to fake it to Jackson and try to get it over the middle. Got a man wide open, and he hit him. J.B. Bridges on the reception for the first down. Yep, first down, just past the stick. So a great route, great execution by Howell.
Yeah, it was a tremendously well-run route is what won that play for them. He beat Eric Brumfield off the line. As soon as he made the cut in, the ball was on its way. Really well-timed, executed play there by them.
Man-to-man on the far side. Howell's going to hand it off to Brown. He's going to try to lower his shoulder. Going to be hit by some Admirals and stopped around the 13. I don't think they'll run another play. 10 seconds and counting. No timeout. So we're going to take the fourth quarter and flip fields, headed to the north side of the end zone. Admirals trail by 7, have answered back 1. Both teams have crossed the goal line here in the third quarter. So it goes as a tie, and now the Admirals still trail 7. Got to find a way to come up with a big stop and put some points back on the board, Coach.
Absolutely. And
try to get you some scores, updates. Got a lot going on, a lot of playoff ball happening.
hey, while we're in this, we need to give credit to our sponsors again here. So want to make sure we remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Harborview Oral and Facial Surgery Center. Contact them for all of your oral surgery needs at 228-867-0121. Their office hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Fridays from 8 to 12:30 p.m. We'd also like to thank H2O Innovations for being our fireworks sponsor this year, providing an exciting contribution to our home atmosphere here at Milner Stadium when the Admirals take the field and score touchdowns.
Looks like Picayune doing what they do in the playoffs. They're leading 42-7 in the second, and they just produce running backs and defensive ends, just one after another.
Yeah, it really feels like that 6A South bracket's going to come down to them in Hattiesburg.
Yeah, Hattiesburg up 25-6 on Hancock.
All right, 2nd and 8 on the 13 is where we'll pick up for the fourth quarter.
Big play for the Admiral defense here. High snap. Howell's going to keep it, try to come around right side. Going to be hit, but he's moving forward.
He's not going to get much.
Maybe to the 10. So 3rd and about 5. 4-down territory, obviously. They might try to kick a field goal here.
I expect they'll kick if they don't pick this up. They got a pretty solid kicker. He's, I think, 7-9 on the year, or 7-10 on the year on field goals.
Definitely has the leg.
I think he's 7-10. He's hit from 40. I think, I would imagine they would feel good if they can get a 10-point lead. They're going to take a timeout, though.
Think about it here.
Once again, timeout's brought to you by Sensational Laundromat, located on Broad Avenue in Gulfport. Which means both teams have taken one now. So in case that plays out, we get a last-minute drive situation later on. Both teams have burned a timeout trying to get a play call in. So that may be something to keep in mind going forward. During this timeout, I want to remind you can keep up with all things related to Gulfport Admirals athletics by following the Gulfport Athletic Department on Facebook, as well as our athletic director, Matt Walters, on Twitter and Instagram at @Hooyah_AD. You can also find each individual team's pages on those platforms for game day posts, schedule announcements, scores, and more.
Had a few players committing last night on the softball and baseball field to go play at the next level for their respective sports. So it was a beautiful night at the Herb.
Right, now
Still having a little conference over there on the far side with the coach from Petal as he's talking through the referees. 11:23 in the final period. Big play here, 3rd and 5.
Not really sure what we'd be discussing.
J.B. Bridges down here on the far side. They're going to run in motion, try to get Jackson free. He's got people all over him. The Admirals are going to nail him. They're going to say he's down.
Malachi Bullard there.
Great play by Malachi. Haven't called his name a great deal tonight, but like to see Malachi coming through there. Great defensive hold there. It's 4th down. Now they're going to go for it. They're not bringing a kicker out. Admirals trying to get personnel on the field, hustling with the big guys. Jamarius McCann, J.J. McCann, trying to get on. Got to get on before the snap and got to get the guys off. They're trying to hurry and get that done. Here goes the field goal attempt from the 24. That'll make it a 34-yarder. Got the leg.
It's a good kick.
And it's good.
Would have been good for much longer than 34.
It would have. So that'll extend it a 10-point lead. That could come back, certainly, and play into what happens here as we get near the end of this round 1 playoff situation. Admirals really have struggled to play well consistently over the years in the playoffs. You know, I think that's just the truth. We've had it on and off for that. Gulfport's last 7 playoff wins have all been at home, by the way. And we are 14-17 all time in the first round. So trying to at least crawl our way back 1 year at a time.
Well, our last offensive possession showed, that's what we're going to need. We're going to need a big play because, again, the long sustained drive, hard to do against this defensive front. We're going to need a big play. It's probably going to have to come from the passing game. One thing that came back to me while we were on defense there, guy that made that play, Trevon Deans, he hasn't had a catch in like 3 or 4 weeks. But he's made some big plays and big moments early in the year, like at Madison Central. I know you weren't there, but we're at Madison Central. We made a goal line stand, stopped him on a 4th and goal run. 2 plays later, we do a reverse to him. He gets about 85 yards, and then we score the next play. Big play that flipped the momentum of the game. Kind of had that felt like that a little bit with that pass there on our last offensive possession. So that kick went out of bounds, right?
That is. So the Admirals will get good field position here, as they'll be at the 30-yard line. Big shout out to Horn Custom Jewelry. They're always supporting Gulfport School District and athletic programs.
Yeah,
beautiful
actually,
handmade designs there. You go by and see the folks at Horn Custom Jewelry.
And
right
at
off the pass road.
halftime, we recognize a lot of our sponsors on the field at halftime tonight. So big thanks to them
Sullivan
for showing
rolling
up.
right. Got a man. Nice job. Oh, he's got hit hard from the backside there. I thought I heard a whistle.
Yeah,
and that's a
Deans
helmet
again.
that's come off.
That was his helmet that popped off.
So he has to come off. Nice catch there. They got to give him close to first down there. He was right on that line. They're not going to give it to him. It's going to be 2nd and inches. I felt like he had that forward progress. Yes, they are. They're going to give him the first down. He absolutely had that before he was nailed.
It was the one of those big defensive linemen coming from behind. He kind of got wrapped up by the guy guarding him. And then one of the linemen came in from behind, and that's what popped the helmet off.
Well, as soon as you said it, right, Trayvon Deans with a big play, first down here. Stewart going to move over to the right side. We're going to run behind him. Crosby finds his way through, lowers his shoulder, first down, trying to find his way to the end zone, goes out of bounds around the 33-yard line. 30, where they got him? 35, nice play there. Admirals are trying to move, got a little momentum here. They're going to say he's at the 36. Is where he went out of bounds. They ran right behind Stewart. Nice run.
That run was set up by those passing plays, though. Finally took some pressure off.
Here we go. Back to DeCorian Payton. Left side. He's going to be hit. Keeps his feet moving. Nice first down pickup. It's going to pick up about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Admirals on the move. Got to have 2 scores now. Running with a little urgency.
Yeah, finally hits the plays in the passing game, kind of open up those run lanes, it feels like.
Austin Porter down on the near side for the Admirals now. Crosby runs the power play on the right side, lowers his shoulder close to the first down to be just short.
Yeah, about 1 short.
That'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and short, 4-down territory for the Admirals. Though I do not see us kicking from this far, even though I think we want to try to get down and score at this point. 9:18 in the final period. Got 2 yards to get.
We're a good third and short team. Let's see if we can continue.
Oh, got him to jump right there, and there's a flag. That'll be a first down. Nice hard count by Sullivan.
I was about to say we are right at 75% on 3rd downs and less than 3 yards to go, but doesn't matter when you pick up a first down on the hard count.
Yeah, that took advantage of just that aggressiveness. You could see him wanting to blitz him right now. And hard count took advantage of that. So, look, also it opens it up right over the middle, right behind them. They're going to leave that space clear so we can run somebody deep on a post and then somebody on a crossing route right in the shallow right behind them. We'll send Peyton in motion. A lot of pressure. Sullivan, good got time.
Got him.
There's the deep guy just overthrew a flag.
Holding.
Flag. Yeah, they were set up that way. Got to run somebody deep, somebody back across the middle. That's the way you do it.
Christian had a step on his guy, and then he had a step. He had him beat to the end zone, but
we'll see what the play is. The call is here. It's got to be pass interference.
Yeah,
Holding.
Defensive holding, yeah. Like I said, Christian, when he cut back up the field, he had his guy beat. You know, the ball was thrown, I think, pretty well. He had not been held. I think he would catch it, but.
Yeah, a little hot. It's at the 11 or 12-yard line now. It'll be a first down for the Admirals. They'll have the ability to get another first down around the 2, but they're looking to punch it in with Crosby and DeCorian Payton.
And this is our first trip to the Citizens Bank red zone tonight. Admirals are 78% scoring in the red zone on the season.
Sullivan, play clock down to 5, and we'll call the timeout.
It looks like, I don't know if we couldn't get word through the headset or what. I know Coach Pennick was looking back up here towards us at the booth. I don't know where the communication broke down, but that kind of burns us to take another timeout there. Timeout sponsored again by Sensational Laundromat. That one's going to hurt. Yeah, that one could come back and hurt us later. Losing the ability to stop the clock later on, especially in such a close game.
Yeah, we got one remaining. Petal has 2. At least that's what they got on the board, and that's what we got. So
yeah, that's correct.
We've missed something.
It's 2-1. No.
Again, just a great job that Marcus Bowles has done with this Petal team. You know,
yeah, and they're really going to be a force to deal with in another year. So I mean, they're playing. I think out of their first 22, I think I counted maybe 4 or 5 seniors. So they're going to return most of this squad next year. They're going to be a real force to deal with. And, you know, Brandon and Oak Grove have really run that division the last few years. I think Petal's going to next year, you know,
give them a little
they
run for
finished
the
third
money
this year. I think they're looking at next year. They're going to – it's time to – they're going to reinsert themselves towards the top of that.
Well, here we go, Admirals. Sullivan, snap, barely gets it. Going to keep it himself. Just hold it, throw it out of bounds. Great job of throwing out of bounds. Got a flag there. Is that offensive?
I don't know what we're going to call there.
I don't know how he
didn't see any
called
contact.
That. I didn't really either. He was kind of happy with that. He threw it really quick. I'm not
the
sure
only
if he
thing I
was
can think
confident.
is maybe did DeCorian go out of bounds and touch the ball?
No, he dove from the inside to knock it out right there.
He ran really close to the sideline on his route.
Did we run that back on a
see what they
instant replay?
No, they're moving it back. No, pass interference. Wow.
Yeah. Wow, that was.
He must have got pushed in the back a little bit. Just couldn't quite see it from our angle.
Had it. Good job by Sullivan there. Throwing it in a safe spot. So it's going to be first and goal from the 6. 1st and 4. That's what they got. Never mind.
1st and 4 is not a number, not a situation you see very often.
That's not one. That's not what there. Cooper Crosby in the backfield. They'll move Peyton over. Oh, high snap. Sullivan got him to Peyton, but it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a loss. That's one of the situations where when you get a bad snap like that, sometimes you just got to grab it and run. I mean, a lot of bad things can happen, not many good ones.
Well, the timing is just
everything's
off.
Everything's
when the
off.
Snap went bad,
Sometimes the best play is just to grab it and go straight ahead.
Yeah.
So now we'll bring in a little heavy right here.
It's Christian Scruggs coming in, big guy. Coming in and give a little extra push. Dane's coming off.
And Andre Peters in. They might run a wildcat.
Dane's coming off. Christian and Trevon are coming off. Like we're going tank formation here.
So Crosby in the wildcat. Stewart in the backfield with him. They're saying, lead us to the promised land, Crosby. Here he goes, up the middle, trying to find a way, spinning. And he'll be about the 7-yard line. He'll pick up a couple, bring 3rd down. Again, we had 1st and 4. Now we're about 3rd and 5.
All right, no,
So now we'll
those
come
three are
back
coming
in.
all back in, yeah.
So just a little wrinkle. Got to do something here.
Well,
this is win or go home. Peyton coming off. We've got Deans and Burks in, and we've got a little heavy package on the left side of the line with Stewart. Got 7 seconds on the play clock. Got to get moving. Don't have time for the timeout.
Got to call it fast enough. Yeah.
That'll make your blood pressure go up as a coach. Had to burn a timeout there. Couldn't get it in.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it was that caused that delay there, getting it in. I mean, we seem to be pretty set on that being a one-play formation, but nonetheless couldn't get in. So that's our third timeout. Again, timeout's brought to you by Sensational Laundromat, located on Broad Avenue in Gulfport. While we're in the timeout, reminder, there are great things happening every day at Gulfport High School, and you can follow along with those on our school Facebook page, Gulfport High School-Academic Institutes at Gulfport, where you can find student accomplishments, club activities, and our weekly newsletter, The Admiral Anchor. You can also follow WGTV Broadcasting for links to live-streamed events and episodes of Admiral Ocean, the school's weekly news program.
The Admiral Ocean.
Yeah, that's a theme that's really caught on the last few years. I've loved it. It's awesome. I've told some friends that are folks that graduated from Gulfport with about it. They think it's a really cool idea too.
Sullivan.
Another high
bad snap again. He just threw it away.
And
that's going to bring up 4th down. So we've had 2 bad snaps that have been high and hot. Been hard to get the play, and we're going to Tegeter's going to just try to put us in within one possession. Yeah, he's within his range right now. I think we said he's good for about 45 in, according to the stats on him.
Well, it's not a 40. I mean, a field goal still makes it a one-score game. It's we don't need to panic and go for it on 4th there.
Yeah, you got to get points.
You're still going to have to get a defensive stop and another scoring drive. So
this is how you play right here. Got to block them now.
Got a slight wind at his back here. The south end zone flags where we're kicking have a little movement to them. The north ones don't.
Bad snap, whistle, flag.
It's going to be a false start.
And that's going to back us up even more. So a 25 turns into a 30-yarder. The Greyhounds now starting to extend their lead. With 1:38 in the third quarter, they're up 24-10.
We're rearranging our blocker setup here, so we'll see. That was interesting to see. Malachi Smith moving to the other side of the line.
Good kick. And it's good.
There you go.
Tegeter brings it within one possession. So nice job there by the offense. Getting it right. I mean, it was painful. Now you got to play without it. But, hey, that's why you got them. You got to call them when you got to, when you don't have what you need and you're in a difficult situation and it's a critical situation, you got to use your timeout. I mean, if you don't want to, you got to do it. And we were able to do that, get the blocking because they clearly we're going to put some pressure on him. And they've gotten pressure in on our special teams. Both the punting and the point afters have been really close.
Yeah, this is the first game where we really haven't had a significant advantage on the special team side. And I think that is a testament to our coaching staff putting attention to detail on the special teams. It is the third phase of the game. Sometimes it gets overlooked, but it's very obvious that in spring balls, summer workouts, fall camp, our coaching staff made special teams a point of emphasis. We have paid attention to detail. We have been really well coached and well prepared on the special team side of things all season long, and it's really paid off in some key moments for us. But Petal, I can say they've done the same as they've had the same as well.
Oh, a little onside kick. The ball's in the air.
Ooh.
Ball's on the ground. It was touched by Petal.
Well, the problem was it didn't go 10, but the Petal guy did.
Petal guy touched it.
We couldn't go grab it because it was only about 8-9 yards down the field.
Petal guy touched it, and Admirals
but
are
he
saying
dropped
they have
it, so
the
it's
ball.
live. Yeah, let's see here.
I think that would be a live ball if they touch it.
It is once
first.
they touch it. We couldn't touch it because it was
not 10.
Not at 10 yet, but we
yes,
got
the
it.
Admirals got the ball. Wow, big play there. So big play there, momentum change right there.
All right, get the offense back out on the field. Don't let them. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm sure they knew that we had that coming, but there's always a possibility we're going to get the ball back. But make sure we're ready to go. We don't get caught with the delay again here coming out of this.
Biloxi trying to fight their way through Oak Grove. They were trailing at halftime 20-13, so within a score. I have not seen an update recently on that
they
score.
just changed the call.
Oh, goodness.
They had a huddle there and just changed the call.
Wow.
Coach Pennick's going to ask for an explanation on that, I think.
I think he deserves one.
Well, they pull guys off the scrum, point for us, and then have a discussion and change the call. I don't know the procedures of that necessarily. I don't know how you change the call after you pull the guys out of the pile, but he's not satisfied with the explanation he's getting at the moment.
It sounds like a lot of the fans aren't really happy with it either.
This is where it would be great to have the white hat on the microphone for the stadium. And sometimes, we don't need that necessarily in a high school game, but it'd be great to have an explanation from an on-field guy right there.
So is there a timeout for, he's asking.
Now, I will
Pennick
say
is
this.
asking
We have
for-
already gotten a flag on the sideline, so if we get anything else, it'll be 15. So I think they're going to give them the courtesy and understand, hey, this is a playoff game. You need to explain why you changed the call after you already made one. But
Yeah, critical call right there,
that's,
too.
very intense moment there. I think for the moment, credit the officiating staff for, letting the moment breathe. Let's have a discussion here.
I'll say being an official's hard.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder than people think. Mississippi High School Athletic Association or Activity Association always looking for.
Well, the point of this though is at what point, why did you signal Gulfport ball?
Yeah, so
If
Pennick's
there's
not
a possibility,
happy.
I don't understand how do you change the call that was made on the field? They clearly signaled it was ours. I don't know how you have a discussion later to change that.
Well, the Apple defense are fired up here.
That'll be really interesting to ask about. I'm not going to ask any of them about it after the game. Might wait till Monday or Tuesday to
You
ask
might
about
do
that
that.
one.
1st and 10. And they're going back with Causey at quarterback, trying to get to the outside, and they do, and he looks like he's going to go to the house. One play changes it.
Flag on that far side.
Flag in the backfield at around the 47-yard
right
line
where
on
he
the
started
far
to cut
side.
upfield.
So it could be holding. It is a cold night, one of our first cold nights of
It'll be
football.
a hold on them. Just saw the replay. It was our guy on the end. I couldn't see the number who it was. Might have been L.J. Robertson there. He got wrestled to the ground.
So holding, that'll back them up. Help the Admiral defense out. 6:52 remaining in the final period. We're separated by 7. Petal leading 17-10. Admiral's looking for a way to get the ball back. Thought we had it.
Well, the penalty was a bit of a gift. Now they've got to pick up 20. Now it puts them behind the chains, and they have struggled behind the chains all night long.
They like to go.
Opportunity.
They like to go to J.B. Bridges down here on the near side, number 11. Though we do have Eli Causey in at quarterback now, number 12. They've just been consistent with their rotation, but he's got lots of room to work with down here, as does Bridges. And they'll bring Jackson to this side, but hand it off up the middle to Brown. He is a hard runner. Look at that pickup of 13 yards.
Another flag.
Right up the middle, and another flag.
Right in the middle of the field. It's going to be on us, though.
So that could be enough for a first down.
They're going to call a face mask on us, it looks like. That was the
personal foul, face mask it is. And that'll pick up, goodness.
Yeah, that will move the chains there. It's auto first down.
So in one play, they pick up, what was that, 50, oh my goodness, 30?
Yeah, it's going to be about 29-yard difference from one play to the next there.
So a 29-yard swing there on one play. Jackson down in the slot on the near side. Always dangerous. Brown in the backfield with Causey. Admirals on man-to-man right now. Dean's over the top. They'll go to Brown, finding his way up the middle. Big first down pickup inside the 25 to the 24.
Their success in the ground game has continued. I mean, they really.
What are they at now? What's their yardage?
I was about to look as soon as I marked this one.
Right, 24.
But they're up to 216 on the ground now.
Yeah, just pounding.
Now that said, that's on 41 carries. I mean, they're averaging about 5 a carry, but we haven't given up 216 we haven't given up 200 on the ground very often this year. We've had a pretty stout defensive team all year long.
Yeah, it just speaks to their hard running backs and a big offensive line.
But they've had to earn it.
Brown to the outside. He's going to slide down and stay inbounds.
A little early for that, right? I mean, we're still north of 5 minutes.
They're going to let that run, though. It's going to be 3rd and 5. The clock's still running. 5:30.
It's one of those plays, if you get beat, you really come back and question, what were we
doing right
there?
Why
were we giving up? Why were we playing for ticking off seconds that early? But they've had a lot of success on the ground game. I'm sure they think they can pick it up here.
Back to in the middle, going to be stopped. So 4th down now, 4th and about 3. So big play of the game right here. So trying to get the Admiral faithful to their feet. Making some noise.
A kick from here would be 41, which is, I mean, his long on the year is 40, so it's not inconceivable that that's not in his range. He blasted that one kick he had earlier, but I think they also think if they pick up a first down, they can milk a ton of the clock left.
So here's the play here. Admirals need to hold their water. And they'll go to the bruiser back. Really close to the first down. I think it's going to be stopped, and the Admiral defense is going to do it again. He's going to do it again. Admiral defense, 4th down stop, and they'll turn it over on downs. Admirals will take over here with an opportunity to drive down and tie it up with 4:20 in the 4th quarter. So a lot of activity, a lot of football left to be played here at Milner Stadium. And they'll start from their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, this defense, you can't really say enough about them. I mean, they have answered the call just about every game this year. You know, I think if you take outside the Brandon game, which everybody looks like that when they play defense against Brandon, but you eliminate that, the other 10 games of this season, they have answered the bell every time they've needed to.
Big play here for the Admirals. 1st down. They'll run a reverse. Got to get outside. That's Trayvon Deans trying to find his corner. He's going to be brought down at around the 31. It'll be an 11-yard pickup, so a lot of excitement for 11. Like to see Trayvon Deans now getting in the mix, so that'll move the sticks.
That's that play I mentioned earlier that we ran against Madison Central coming off of a turnover on downs near our own goal line.
Back to it quick here. 2 receivers on the far side. Dean in motion. He'll join them. He's going to go to the air. Got a man deep. Nobody there.
Looked like
kind of got held up a little bit. Like I thought he was doing an out and up, and just did not take the up.
Yeah. Looked like we were a little out of sync on that one. Not sure what we were. I don't know if.
Just keeping them honest.
Yeah,
Here we go.
I don't know if Dana expected him to go further out or more upfield
he was
there.
But turn up. That's what he was looking at, because he did have it open there. So giving him a lot of cushion on the inside slot. Sullivan going to run it himself. He's in trouble. Got to get it off. Nicely done to Crosby. Get on the sideline, Cooper Crosby. He's going to get on his horse and get to the end zone. What a fantastic play by Dane Sullivan. I hear you, young man. Cooper Crosby in the end zone. The Admirals will trail by 1. 3:44 in the 4th. I hear you, big guy.
What a play there. 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Touchdown sponsored by Salis Concrete. Again, Great scramble. Again, Dane keeping his eyes up, not panicking. He had one of Petal's best pass rushers there right in his face.
What a great play by the offensive front and led by the defense. Here's Tegeter to tie it with 3:44. Most important point after of his life. Snaps good, holds good, points up, pulled it, but it's good. Admirals tie it 17-17, and the crowd is on their feet. And we've got atmosphere like playoff atmosphere you've never seen here at Milner Stadium tonight. Admirals trying to get through this first round, doing everything they can to pull out a victory.
All right, well, we've caught our breath here for a second. Admiral kickoff team back out to kick. Jesus Cardenas here for another one. 3:44 to go, 17 apiece. First round playoff matchup here with Gulfport and Petal. This one has delivered on expectations. There's a lot. We said at the beginning of the night, there's a lot of excitement about this, and it's lived up to it so far. Cardenas going to roll that one down. Petal's pretty patient picking that up. That's Corey Jackson. That's the dangerous return man. He's got a little bit of an opening, and he's going to get to around the 40, and there's going to be a late hit as well. That's going to be a late hit penalty there. We need to get our guys away from that sideline. So Petal's going to end up having pretty good field position to start off this drive now. We'll see where they sort it out. Yeah, it'll be a personal foul for a late hit on us. That was a tough one there. That was, sometimes you get these after the late hits. Sometimes it's, dumb selfishness. I think that one was just, we're engaged in the play, kind of lost track of where we were on the field. That wasn't a, bonehead hit necessarily. We're just kind of lost in track of where we were on the field.
It's a big defensive stand needed for the Admirals here. They're inside Admiral territory around the 42-yard line. First down. Causey in at quarterback. He'll take it. High snap. Brought down. Fell down to the background. Ball's on the ground. It'll be down around the 46 now, so that'll be a loss of 4. 3:25 and the clock's running. 2 timeouts Petal has left. The Admirals have none. So big opportunity here. Admirals need to come up with a stop. Tegeter, get warmed up. Here we go. Trayvon Dean's over the top at safety. Admirals are pressing on the receivers here. And they'll go back to Brown. Brown finding his way through, and he's cutting, staying on his feet. What an incredible athlete that young man is.
He has been on fire the second half.
He definitely have. He runs nice. He's like Eric Dickerson a little bit. Runs nice and tall. Chavez Walker back in at running back. The bruiser. He's usually up the middle. Causey. Walker up the middle. Hit hard. Trying to bounce to the outside. Does. Picks up near a first down again. So it is going to be another first down.
Yeah, and their success on the ground continues. I mean, they've I don't know, they've worn us down. I don't know if they've just found some blocking schemes that work, but this second half, they've really controlled the ground game.
Yeah, they're probably getting closer to almost near 300 now. 250.
243. Which, again, that's more than we usually give up.
Back, hitting the backfield, stays on his feet, picks up a couple. So second down, and their field goal kicker will be getting warmed up. We're about to get under 2 minutes. 2nd and 8, under 2 minutes to play. in the red zone of the Admirals. Got to come up with a stop here. 2nd and 8. Here we go.
One thing I would imagine Petal's coaches are big on right now is ball security for them. They're definitely in kicking range.
3 receivers down on the near side. Spread us out. Going to take Walker back to the backside. Finds a hole up the middle. Drives toward near the first down. Going to be short. It'll bring up 3rd and about 2. So now 3rd and short for the Panthers. They've been able to pick up, as you indicated, about 5 yards per carry.
Yeah.
We'll take up. Robinson will come out.
About 2 to pick up here.
Handing it to Walker. Hit hard. Spun around. He's going to be brought down by, I believe that's number 9, Trent Pettis.
Yep.
So 4th down. Huge play. There'll be some personnel adjustment here. I would think they would kick the field goal here.
Yeah, looking at it, they take it all the way down, which what I imagine they do is run it down to 1 second, take a timeout, and then kick. It's probably what I would do, but if they do that, we'd be about 25 seconds left on the snap.
Sam Hadel to give the Panthers the lead.
Looks like they're just going to go away with it.
Snap's good, holds good, kick is good. So the Admirals got 30 seconds to work with. The season is over. Man, what a game. Back and forth and back and forth. So need a big play here.
Well, here's the thing. You know, anytime you go into any game, especially a playoff game, because, you know, like we said, there are no bad teams left in the playoffs. Everybody plays good. The bad teams, their season ended last week. Anytime you go into a game against another good team, the one thing you want is a chance to win the game at the end. You want to have a chance. You want to keep it. You want to have a chance to make a play to win the game at the end of the night. And we're getting that now. It's not the greatest opportunity. It's 30 seconds, no timeouts. And I imagine they're probably going to –
So you're saying there's a chance.
I imagine they're going to kick it deep here. I don't think we're going to see the I'd be surprised if we saw the sideline chip here. I would imagine they kick it deep here. But at the same point, like I said, we're getting a chance to win the game at the end of the night. And that's all you can ask for in a playoff game.
Hey, give us the ball, and then we're going to get it. Here we go. Hadel's going to kick it away. Admiral's going to have to try to get a good block. Yeah, he's going to boom it. It's going to go to Crosby. Crosby going to return it around the 10. He's going up the middle, sees a hole, likes what he's got, flipped over. Wow, made it to the 45 within 5 seconds. But what an outstanding run there. You could see it in his reaction of how that middle of the field opened up on the middle return there, and he took it as far as he could to the 45. So
I'm
a
little
great
surprised
return.
they kicked it to him.
I'm not sure they meant to, but
he's
Peyton,
had some.
You got Peyton or Crosby. Either one of them's a problem.
Yeah.
So here we go. Got a couple of new players in. Caleb Parrish. He's checked in at wide receiver.
Well, to quote a somewhat famous football movie, you know, possibly last game of the season, can't hold anything back now.
This is it. And not very many people have left here unless they were just freezing because it is a cold night.
First cold night. This is I think the first night all year I've worn pants to this game.
I know.
Worn long pants to the game.
I had to warm up a little bit,
So,
but we're lucky
hey,
enough
it's
here.
football weather, perfect time for it.
That's right. We're lucky enough to be able to have a little heat going on. Here we go. 2 receivers on the far, 2 on the near. Crosby in the backfield. Sullivan to the air. Got a man. Oh, and he drops it. That was Deans. Had him at the first down marker. 5 seconds on that play. 2nd and 10. 20 seconds remaining. Had him open and had good blocking. Good had time to throw there. He hadn't had a lot of time tonight, but had a little bit of time there. Yeah. Fans are on their feet. First time I've seen the fans on their feet as a whole unit in quite some time. So Admiral Faithful is cheering as hard as they can. Sullivan, ball, going to the air. Got pressure backside. Trying to get outside. Got to get rid of it. Going to get hit, as he does.
He did.
Ball's down, but he got hit from the back. Got to feel that. He knew it was coming.
Yeah, he got about as much time as any quarterback will ever get against that defensive front on that one. Down to 13, though. That took a lot of time off.
Yeah, it did. 3rd and 10.
Hey, like we said, we're going to have to make a big play in the passing game. We're going to win this tonight. We've made one, but we're going to have to make another one. Yeah, we're going to have to make another one here.
Dean's on the far side.
And the clock is much more of a factor now. We're down to a few plays, maybe a couple of plays here.
So we got Burks and Peyton down on the near side. Crosby going to the air. Got him over the middle.
Well, they're going to allow us to do that.
Okay, now we got to get up and spike it. Get up and spike. We got no timeout. No timeout, Dean. Don't call a timeout. Spike it. They're trying to spike it. Get set. Setting it 6 seconds, 5 seconds spike.
All right, so down to 4.
And we got 4 seconds. We got one play left. The season is on the line now.
Got one play to win it.
And here it is. So got time. Let's get our play in. Play clock is still at 25.
So what makes me curious here is how much we've practiced this situation, how much Petal's practiced defending this situation. We talk about like you watching like NFL games. This situation happens almost weekly.
Yeah, here we go now.
But it's a rare thing here.
Cover 2. 2 safeties deep for Petal. Going to be about pressure. Can he get away from it? He's got to throw it. Throws it down the field, heaves it, got to Admiral, and it's slapped away by Petal, and they will come away victorious in round 1 and move on. And the Admiral season will come to an end just like that. Valiant effort coming back, trying to make it happen. Just falls short by 3.
Yeah, it's always tough. There's nothing worse than the last game of the season. But I'll say this: our guys fought hard all year. We didn't have. We had plenty of opportunities all season. We could have quit in a game. We could have given up at a moment. We had plenty of opportunities tonight that could have happened, and we didn't do it. We fought all the way till that last play. Like we said, we wanted one chance to give yourselves a chance to win at the end of the game. We did it. Didn't go our way, but I think we at the same point we got what we got that chance, and that's all you can ask for.
Well, you like the direction I think the program's going, right? I mean, some quality wins, some quality things happen. Just still looking for the opportunity to put it together. Got to make it to the next level, and that's everybody's goal.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
And one point I want to make about that, and it's something I've discussed with numerous people over the last month or so. It is frustrating. We haven't had, we did win against Picayune, which that's a phenomenal win. They're one of the best teams in the state, but we're the last 2 losses were really heavily disappointing for a lot of us here, especially those of us that have been around here a long time, live here, heavily involved in the school district, the programs, and all that. But one thing about it, like you said, we have had a lot of things go in the right direction. Mentioned it earlier tonight. After the whistle penalties, almost non-existent under this staff. This is the 22nd game under this staff. I think we've had maybe 3 after the whistle penalties. In terms of like personal fouls, late hits, unsportsmanlike stuff like that. And it's got something going on as I say that. But the dumb penalty, the late hit, totally unnecessary stuff like that. It's basically been totally erased from here. I mean, in 22 games, I think it's happened maybe 2 or 3 times at all. And we had stretches where we'd have a few every night, almost guaranteed. So there's huge positives, and I know I see. Yeah, there's somebody came from the stands onto the field is what started all that.
Well, he'll spend a night somewhere else tonight.
I want to get back to that point though. For those of us that are from here that went to school at Gulfport. This place means a lot to us. We want to win everything we do, but it's also very important that we look a certain way in how we do it. And I think this staff really gets that. And even though a lot of these guys are not from here, they get that, and they've bought into that, and they have really done a good job of instilling that in our players and instilling that pride in the Gulfport brand and the name and what we mean to our community here.
Well, just some outstanding athletes that are certainly going to go on to play at the next level. We've had many of those, and just some incredible, performances, both as a team and some individuals who've really stepped up and played well. We talked about them throughout the year, and now you see what it's really about as the Admiral team makes their way in front of the band, and still the band playing the school song here, and so just a great environment. But tough loss tonight.
Yeah, one other thing definitely need to get in tonight. With this being the last game of the season, a huge shout out to the production team here.
No doubt about it.
Mr. Wesley Rogers, Mr. Kyle Elward, the students that have helped them out, help bring these broadcasts to you every week. They are above and beyond what any other school does. I've, through trying to, kind of scout for games throughout the season, I've seen a lot of the different streams that big schools around the state do. We have by far the best production value. We offer multiple camera angles, the score, down and distance, time left. A lot of schools don't have that. They have a very plain one view from the top, don't have the score showing. We offer a lot, and they get kids from the school involved. They are the absolute best in the business at this, so they deserve a ton of credit for it. It's a pleasure working with them every week during the fall. Going to miss it, obviously, until next year.
Right. Been great working with you, Coach Chambo. Now we'll move on to the next sport.
Yep.
Always being Admiral faithful. We thank you for joining us. We wish you nothing but the best as we move into this fall sports. Go catch you some basketball. Perfect weather inside and a lot of excitement. So we thank you for joining us here on Admiral Nation. And good night from here at Milner Stadium.